You might have seen this picture. The Pope in a big trendy winter jacket. Hard to believe. And you also shouldn't believe it, because it is not true. This picture has been generated with the help of an artificial intelligence. In the age of artificial intelligence, abbreviated AI, mastering information and media literacy has become more crucial than ever before. With the rapid advancements in technology and the widespread use of AI, our ability to navigate the vast landscape of information has taken on a new level of importance. But what exactly is information and media literacy? Information and media literacy refers to the skills and competencies needed to access, analyze, evaluate, and critically engage with information and media content. In a world where information is readily accessible at our fingertips, these skills empower us to make informed decisions, challenge biases, and navigate through the sea of information with discernment. Challenge biases? Critically engage with information? What does this mean?
Let's remember the video of the Nigerian author Chimamanda Adichie, in which she is telling us how, when she was a child, she wrote the characters in her stories like the characters in the book she read. All her characters were white and blue-eyed, and in things Chimamanda couldn't relate to. This is what Chimamanda Adichie calls the danger of a single story.
So, after this, one might think that social media and the internet are the solution to the danger of a single story, since you have access to a variety of information. But the abundance of information presents both opportunities and challenges. In the past, we relied on a few established sources like television or newspaper for our news and knowledge. But now we find ourselves confronted with a flood of information, each competing for our attention. On the one hand, we have access to diverse perspectives, empowering voices that were previously marginalized, and an opportunity to be more informed than ever before. On the other hand, we face the risk of being overwhelmed, misled, and falling into a trap to the dangers of misinformation and disinformation. Algorithms, designed to tailor content to our preferences, can inadvertently trap us in a bubble, which reinforces our existing beliefs and strengthens our biases. Our single story of the world.
Who is writing the single story of the world and what the story is about has always something to do with power relations.
The same power relations are actually also true for perspectives and knowledge of what we learn. The production of knowledge, which means the process of discovering and sharing new information and ideas through research, is also shaped by power structures. Worldwide, there's an unequal distribution of where these new ideas and information are produced, through whom they are shared, and which information and ideas are valued. Currently, the global north, which includes places like Europe and North America, is still seen as the center of knowledge production. This happens because of a long history of powerful countries and the way the world used to be ruled, for example, through colonialism. To give an example, let us have a look on the global distribution of research. Knowledge like new ideas or innovations is generated through research. But research is very expensive, and most of the funds usually come from the global north. And who is funding research also has a big influence on what researchers, like, for example, from the global south, should do research about. In order to spread the results of researches, you need to publish them. But again, most of the publishers are from the global north and commonly ask for financial contributions. This is leading us to Eurocentrism, a term closely related to global inequality in knowledge production. A big word that means putting European culture, history, and values at the center of everything and measuring other things on European standards. This way of thinking has influenced how we, for example, perceive history. Often history books and stories only talk about what Europeans did, ignoring perspectives and achievements of non-European cultures. Even though AIs do not intentionally provide biased information, it is possible for them to present Eurocentric perspectives and disordered information. If they learn from books, researches, and theories primarily from the global north or influenced by Eurocentric perspectives, it can happen that they reinforce these perspectives. So that practically in the end, an unintended narrative of a single story may still be told. To overcome these challenges, information and media literacy play a vital role. We must learn to navigate through the noise, question what we encounter, and understand the power behind the stories we consume. By developing critical thinking skills and being aware of these global inequalities, we can actively seek out alternative sources of information, amplify marginalized voices, and finally, challenge our single story.